What is going on, everybody? It is Cole.
And Drew.
And Dalton.
And we are back, and it's been, how long has it been? September 9th?
Has it been like a...
It's been like about a month.
It's been a month.
It's been
exactly a month. It was the 9th.
It's been exactly a month
since... the 9th? So we recorded that?
What was it?
Well, okay.
Oh, you're talking about when Destiny came out.
Yeah. It's been a month since the actual game Destiny has come out. We all played it a bunch. We haven't actually done the raid yet, unfortunately, because we're not ready for that.
I don't. Is it 26 you need to be? Recommends. I think I'm at 27.
Yeah, but you're basically fucked if you're not 28 or 29.
We gotta level up our shit.
But anyways,
why?
Last time
I opened up the last
no
one.
Celebrity Nudes.
It came out August 30th, our first Destiny podcast.
Yeah, we recorded this like the beginning of school.
So we recorded a Destiny kind of like pre-game podcast. That's what we're gonna start calling those.
Pre-game.
Hype sports. Hype.
We take our pre-workout,
and
hyped,
and then do a podcast.
Super hyped.
And now that we have all played it, we are now doing a Destiny review podcast.
Loved it.
There will be gameplay going on in the background. Dalton and I did that earlier. We
did. I said, let's record this shit, and we played some strikes, and we're gonna have that going in the background, and we're gonna try that and see if that works.
Just something for you guys to watch while it's going on, so it's just not a bunch of pictures.
By the way, Drew sucks, and I'm awesome.
Ooh.
Was it? It wasn't the strike where
Shots
you couldn't
fired.
do jack shit, was it?
I wish I could have recorded that. I died so many times.
He was like one level below. We were trying to kill that Archon priest.
Oh,
I did 40 damage.
He did 40 damage. I did like 300 every time.
I was running around getting shot to death and distracting him.
We ended up having. I had over 200 kills, and Dalton had between what
it was about 90.
90.
Sure,
but it didn't show deaths.
Sure, they'll make a great video to watch.
Well,
we didn't record it.
Oh.
Well, let's take this back from the top and kind of talk about. Well, here's something like how your character develops, like in their abilities. Like I was a Titan, and Drew was a hunter, and Cole was a warlock.
I'm a higher level than 8 now.
My level.
I'm super high.
My Titan's a level 27.
I'm a super high level warlock.
We can't. Yeah, well, let's.
I'm uber throng.
I did just stare at you, but I couldn't.
Okay. But so as you're playing along, you get to level 15, and then you will unlock your subclass. I'm gonna go ahead and take this football.
Oh, my squeegee.
All right, guys, shut up.
You got me right.
Shut up. You're already dicking around. It's been 2 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah.
God, I'm recording forever.
How's your shoulder?
Oh my god.
Okay, go on.
Come on.
Go on.
We're
Go
saying-
on. Jesus.
I'm saying when you hit 15, you unlock a subclass. I think there might be a third one eventually, maybe.
Yeah, I know there's a space opened up, but talking about what you just asked, you know, like how do your characters build up? Starting off, a warlock. I can't take it seriously every time I say warlock.
Just
Okay, they're magically based, like they use the powers of the Traveler to its full extent. Go fuck yourself, you cripple.
What level of warlock are you, Cole?
I'm super high.
You use the magic from the Traveler?
damn it! Come on, Drew.
It's really strong in
Stop it!
darkness.
Cole, continue about your warlock.
Hey, it's fine. I pull a golden gun out of my ass. So it's okay.
You pull a GTA, you just pull it out.
Yeah, just pull it out of
God damn it.
So, yeah, on a nerd basis, yes, I use magic as a warlock.
just talk about your class.
And the beginning, the main class for it, it's based off of like fusion power or whatever.
Yeah,
and there's like vortex grenades and all that kind of shit. I don't want to go into extreme detail about it. But in the once you get to level 15, like Dalton said, you get to the subclass, which is the Sunsinger.
Yeah, yours has something to do with
the uber ability for the first class is to throw a giant ball of energy. That's your uber ability as
basically
a warlock.
super grenade.
Yeah, it's like a mega grenade, and you can upgrade that whatever way you like, and your stats whatever way you like. But the subclass is mostly like a support class. The warlock goes up in flames, and basically all his stats get raised, and he does better basically. He doesn't really have
his attributes.
Yeah,
he does more better.
He does more better, and me as a warlock, I can like one of the abilities I could have is to make sure that you guys can like recharge your supers faster while mine's
That's
activated.
nice.
So again, it is a support class, but
Thanks, Cole.
yeah, that's my super secret weapon.
I know the Titan and the Warlock have support subclasses, but the Hunter has like this crazy blade thing.
Dude, I fucking love that subclass.
Go into detail about
Talk
the first
about
part
it.
and
Alright,
second
so the
part.
first subclass you start out with is called the Golden Gun.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's exactly the name of it. But that's
It's Gunslingers. The
Gun
first class.
Gunslinger. So as soon as you that charge, you get your ability. Come on.
Dude, stop making love to the mic.
So you press whatever triggers it is, and you
L1
get
R1.
yeah, sure.
There you go.
And then you get your Golden Gun, which the only bad part is you only get 3 shots with it,
You can get killed while using it too.
and you can get killed while using it very easily. And hopefully it's a one-hit kill. When you're online, it's a one-hit kill for sure if you get them, and most lower class enemies it is, but on the bosses it just kind of helps to bring down
the health.
the health.
It does. It does a lot of damage.
Same thing with the Uber abilities for the Titan Warlock.
I
I want to say, here, like, finish up your second.
Yeah.
subclass.
The second subclass you get when you get to 15, that's a level, right?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't pay attention to it.
I know you didn't. You're too busy playing with Cole.
Hey, we do...
Stop distracting yourself.
Dummy.
Okay. It's called Blade Dancer,
Yeah.
and you pull out some magical little knife.
Magic
It's
knife.
just a knife that
It's a
you
knife, it's magic.
use Pikachu to charge it.
No, it's magic.
Oh.
It's a magic knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't
Magic
understand.
Did a Warlock give it to you?
No.
Pretty sure.
God.
You had to be trained with Warlock.
I found it in Temple Walk Spring Venus, dumbass.
Oh my
Well,
bad.
continue about your magic knife. You
So
pull
you
out
get a
your ass.
magic knife that
Keep
you
the tower.
pull out, and you stab the shit out of people, and you go incredibly fast. Like you just keep stabbing people, and you like jump from people to people while stabbing
Can't
them.
you, like, when you're swinging the blade, like, energy goes out?
Yeah, that's the little.
That's a
perks
really
that-
high tier one. Though.
Yeah, like the perks where you whenever you press like R2 or something, you send out like a flash of energy in front of you.
That's cool.
And then the highest one, which I loved, was you could turn invisible, which was incredibly fun on multiplayer. 'Cause you could just turn invisible and then just run up to people and they don't know you're there. And you just stab them and then you turn invisible again and you run away.
No, Drew was screaming at me because apparently he walked into a room where there was a bunch of them turned invisible and they didn't know where he was, and then he came out from behind them and killed 3 of them.
Oh god, it was
Well, like,
awesome.
players online? or-
Yeah, in the
Oh, wow.
Crucible.
Nice.
But
That 3 kill streak right there, best I've ever done in the
probably best you ever
Probably
did.
any multiplayer, right?
Crucible. Actually, yes.
It
There
is.
we go.
It probably is.
Round of applause.
That is very loud.
Oh, okay.
So the
Myself on
the
the
Titan's first class is called like the Striker, and his super ability is he punches the ground and electricity goes out, and he literally can clear like a whole room of people.
Mhm.
And
Annoying as shit online.
it is you corner a Titan online, he's gonna super you.
Mhm.
But I know
Same thing with a Warlock.
there's
I hate you people online.
but
Go ahead.
the abilities to upgrade, I know one of them it has a aftershock where it keeps pulsing out and killing people. So if you like use it on a boss, it's gonna keep hurting him.
Mhm.
There's another one where you literally jump in the air and then you Superman back into the ground after aiming at targets. And like the last one is you hit the ground and like a circle around you happens, but then it pushes forward too. So it's almost like a range attack. And but once you get his subclass too, it's literally called the Defender, and all it could have been so much better because all you do is drop a shield and you can't shoot out of the shield.
Which is annoying, but at the same time, it protects you from all
That
fire.
shield saves lives. I upgraded it all the way, and you go into my shield, and it gives you a force barrier. And if it drops orbs of light, and if people will shoot my shield, it drops even more orbs of light. So basically, he protects you, and then the Titan will give you more orbs of light to recharge your supers quicker.
Unless one of those knights gets in there. With a
That is the
sword.
worst when
Then
like
you're fucked.
a Minotaur will run in and just punch you when you're in your shield.
Yeah.
It's my happy place.
I don't want to go in that shield.
Alright, so let's try to, I guess, sum up the game.
Oh god, I could. That's gonna be difficult.
You want me to sum up the game?
Uh,
I could do it.
I
can
can
you?
do it.
And-
I can do it pretty
I can do
quickly.
it faster.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so you get resurrected on Earth, You kill a giant orb. You meet Peter Dinklage. You go to the moon. You beat Hive. Go to Venus. Kill Vex. Go to Mars. Kill Cabal and more Vex. And then you kill a giant heart and you win the game.
All right. That was fantastic.
Summed it up. You go.
Okay, you go, and then I'll go into a little more detail than that.
Mine's a lot more fun than what he just said.
I was summarizing up. I didn't need to.
You're basically like Chris Pratt. You're a guardian of the galaxy, and you save the galaxy.
Do you have your super friends and you hold hands?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna give that one to Cole. Actually, I'm gonna.
No. Rocket Raccoon's a DLC.
Oh. Rocket, Raccoon, Titan.
We're creating
or Guardian.
Raccoon is DLC. Or
Groot.
We're
No,
just
that's
gonna
gonna be
have
the
a
next
monopoly
raid.
on-
Fight the actual
DLCs.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, any of you gaming companies listening in, you guys need to call us for DLC ideas. We got you.
Okay.
We got you.
Not that those weren't accurate, but let's go a little more in
Mine
detail.
was more accurate than Cole's.
Hey, mine's like a
Cole's
metaphor.
is a broad summary.
No, his is the overarching. That's in the DLC. You're gonna fight the Guardians.
Boom. Like, why?
Cause
I don't want to fight Chris Pratt. He's
Chris
awesome.
Pratt, Star-Lord, you mean?
He's so hot.
I play as shit.
The green chick?
Gamora.
No.
You want to be Batista?
You want to be Groot?
No, what's the enemy guy's name?
Ronan?
Ronan? Ronan was
You know
a bitch.
what was really funny about Ronan is that he plays the dad or whatever in Marmaduke, that dog movie. It's really what?
Okay, I'm getting this.
Yeah,
no,
he does.
No, we're not gonna.
All right,
That's gonna be another
It's our
podcast.
Marmaduke podcast.
Yeah, we'll do a Marmaduke. But you wake up on Earth. Don't
Oh, that'd be weird.
use the buzzer, please. It looks like you're just about to punch him in the
No,
balls.
put the button there.
No.
Put the button there.
For what's happening right now, Drew's
I'm not
got
gonna-
his phone out and Cole's trying to poke it, and it's near his
What are you
crotch.
doing?
It's very weird.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Drew wants me to judge his dick.
I'm confused. Can I go back to explaining the story?
What? What?
Can I go back?
All right, go on.
You wake up, Peter Dinklage, your ghost revives you, and I'm assuming you died during the collapse. So you wake up.
Well, we really don't know the history of it, but go on.
Yeah, they didn't really explain the history. but-
You're the dead guy in
I think he
Russia.
died of syphilis. Actually.
Yeah, it was syphilis.
Ebola.
While out on a raid.
Ebola.
Yeah, Ebola was the collapse of humanity.
That makes sense.
Shut up! Let me explain
It
this.
leads to the golden age.
Ebola was the darkness. Kill everybody.
So you wake up and you go back.
I lied with the
Your
phone.
ghost gets you back to the tower where all the Guardians live, and there is the speaker who translates for the travelers.
It was Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, it wasn't. Bill Nye. It was not Bill.
Bill.
It's-
Holy shit! Let me talk for more than 2
Bill
seconds.
Nye the Science Guy.
No, it really is played by Bill Nye, the actor, not
Yeah.
the science guy.
Well, you talk to him.
Sorry.
He tells you that the darkness is coming back, which is the forces of the Fallen, the Vex, and the Cabal.
In the hive.
And you need to the Hive, and you need to stop them. And so you later learn on Earth that the Fallen have almost like a god to them. They're called like
Sepix Prime.
Sepix Prime, this giant eyeball of death. So you go through and you kill that giant eyeball of death, and pretty much kind of cripple the Fallen.
It's
on
like
Earth.
a mini Death Star.
It is a mini Death Star that
Yeah.
poops out.
Come on,
Purple
Destiny,
lights.
stop stealing from Star Wars.
But
Shots fired.
was it there that you learn about the?
Would you say that they're stealing from World of Warcraft then? Warlocks?
No,
No,
but
I wouldn't.
Super Warlocks.
but after you cripple the Fallen Earth, you head to the moon where this crazy exo chick tries to contact you.
And Dalton kept saying, totally gonna bang her.
I was an exo. It was only fair.
You know, keep going with the story. I don't want to bring it up.
Okay, but on there you learn that the Hive had tunneled into the moon, and were creating this abomination called the. It was
a giant ogre.
It was a
Super
giant
ogre.
It was a super ogre. So you go through and you.
Shrek.
It was Shrek.
It was
I about to
Shrek.
say
You do a couple things, like you destroy the Sword of Crota, which is just this powerful weapon that the Hive used against you, and you kill the giant ogre. And
You're chopping up the story really bad.
I
Just hit the main points.
okay. Then the main points is the exo chick that's been stalking you tells you to go to Venus. Meet her at Venus, and you go to Venus, and then you find out the Vex are on Venus.
We got butt fucked on Venus.
Oh my god, we were trying to play it on hard, and we fought the Vex. It took us like an hour and a half to kill all of them.
It was the first mission on Venus.
We kept dying. Because it like spawns wave after wave.
It was the last wave kept fucking us. It was like 4 of those Minotaurs.
Those Minotaurs are assholes. And I was out of my super.
No, I hate
heavy
hobgoblins more. I think
ammo. I do. Hobgoblins.
It took me a while. It took me a good couple missions on Venus before I realized shoot him in the stomach.
There's no weak spot on the Minotaurs.
Oh, there isn't.
There's
I know.
No, but after that
Flaw in
you
the game design.
you go to the reef to talk to the Awoken because after that first mission on Venus you talk to her and she's like you gotta stop the darkness and you gotta find this black garden and the only people that know where it is are the Awoken, so you go talk to the queen and her brother's an asshole who wants to stab you, pretty much, and Cole wants to bang the queen.
Damn right.
And they tell
So
you
did I.
It's the Morlock
They
love.
tell you that-
No, you're a human. You can do it.
And I was a girl.
I would join.
But they tell you they need like a Gate Lord's head to make a key to get into the Black
Is
Garden.
it Gate Lord or Gaylord?
Both, because the Gate Lord was a Gate Lord who was easy to kill. So you go back and you
It
find
was actually really easy.
you find out some information and then you kill the Gate Lord and you bring back the eye to them. But it turns out, oh my god, stop racking each other.
My balls.
You find out you done fucked up and kind of broke the Gate Lord's eye and you have to go recharge it.
Mm-hmm.
What we did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
you
That was the whole mission. Is like recharging the
Yeah,
eye.
you take it back
Oh
to...
yeah, you guys did that. I wasn't really paying attention. Or
You
Yeah,
never really were.
You go to Mars.
And
What?
after that, you head to Mars because that's where the Black Garden is.
That's where the Martians are.
It's
And-
where the
okay,
entrance to
so
the Black Garden
The
is.
Black Garden is basically where the darkness's heart is, right?
It was the heart of darkness. Yes,
We don't know if it was the heart of darkness.
It was not the heart of
a
darkness.
heart of darkness.
but you go in there and
It's very
you kill the
complicated.
heart of darkness, and you cripple
Only a warlock would understand.
the darkness there.
We're super all-knowing.
But overall, the story was confusing,
As fuck.
a little hard to follow, and it was a lack thereof, and I was very disappointed.
Well,
in
the
that.
thing is, it
I'd
was
say
hard
that's
to, it was
probably
hard to follow
its
because
flaw.
you got sidetracked by all the bounties and all the strike missions and stuff like that.
or at
Then
least
you
me
fin-
and Drew did.
the
Then
public
when you-
events.
in public events, when you finally got back to the actual story, you've done all this other stuff. You forgot what had happened up until that point.
It has like recommended levels as like when you get to Venus, be like level 10 to 11. Me and Drew are like level 18 to 20.
Yeah,
like,
because
when
you
we get to Venus.
You can level up doing all this stuff, which is great. They did that very well.
Oh,
give,
yeah.
The bounties were fun.
Yeah, they give you a ton of stuff. I mean, those bounties definitely got repetitive.
They do because once they keep repeating themselves eventually.
But that's the thing, though, is that Destiny has room for expansion, which they're obviously doing with those 2 DLCs they've already
Yes.
announced. But,
Trade
and again, great game. They
Oh, yeah.
did a great job.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look
The
amazing.
gameplay's fun.
Yeah, the gameplay's fine.
I've already started I've started a Hunter.
Oh, and people who keep fucking bitching, like, oh, it's a Borderlands Halo thing. I'm like, that's great. And then I hear people saying, like, it's kind of like a spacey Call of Duty. It's like, shut the fuck up, you
there was in no way, shape, or form a Call of Duty.
Yeah,
thing
but that's
about
what
it.
I've heard. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, some of
It's
the.
first person.
Should we talk about the farming cave?
God. Oh, Drew and I have a story about that.
Drew's got a story about how he discovered it.
So the first time I discovered it, I think I was playing with Cole, but
I was there too. I think.
You were there too?
Nope.
No. It was.
No,
You were
you
gone.
guys
No,
discovered...
I remember you walked in and they started fighting you.
Okay, go on with the story,
I think
Drew.
I did it with Dalton, and then Cole and I actually farmed the first
No,
time.
then you guys actually farmed and then I came back after.
By the
So-
way, the farm's gone.
Yeah, oh yeah, they fixed
closed it down.
It was
quick.
a cave on Earth,
Earth,
in the
yeah.
in the Cosmodrome.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You had to go through Skywatch, I think, to get to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
You
Why
had to go
not?
to the
You
You're
did.
in Russia.
You go to the
Yeah,
Skywatch
wherever.
and it's up by like this Hive crash ship.
Yeah.
Go on.
So you literally just shoot across into this cave because the hive just continuously spawn out of the cave, and I didn't know what they were doing at first. So I just thought they were just like, I'm like, God, these guys are, come on, this is pathetic. Why are they just sitting here killing these people? So I jumped down in the mouth of the cave and I started dancing. These people got so pissed at me that they all came over for about 5 minutes and started beating the crap out of me and throwing grenades at me, even though they can't hurt me because it's patrol. And I'm like, God, that's so stupid. So I finally left. I think Dalton came over and we both started dancing. And then
They got so mad.
They got so mad. And then we finally left. After they all left, we left. And then Cole and I went back like a week later. So
Yeah, and there was another group of
and
guys.
there's another group who were doing it. And I'm like, this is so weird. They're doing it again. So I finally stood over there by him, and I'm like, oh my God, this is such a good idea. Because I shot a couple people, and they kept dropping engrams.
And engrams are what you need to decrypt at the
Decrypt to
tower.
get
It gets you
And
better
it gives
equipment.
you gear, weapons, anything. Relics.
Ships.
Chips,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
That was rare though.
So
I've got a couple of those.
Then Cole and I finally figured that out. And after what? I want to say, I think this happens every now and then. After about, 40 minutes?
45 minutes doing it. Well, they were there first though, so.
Yeah, so it could take
For-
you
It
longer.
didn't take you
Yeah.
guys that long. 'cause-
But going off what Drew was saying with the story is that we farmed for like 30, 40 minutes with those guys, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, I don't know if there was a game glitch or something that happens if you do it for so long, but the door behind us that we had no idea. I was off in the distance.
That was it.
Oh yeah, go on.
So Cole was in here in Dalton's room playing, and I came
Oh,
over,
yeah.
and Cole's like, dude, it looks like a firing squad. So I came over, I was still shooting, I was standing where all the other guys were. I was just aiming and shooting, so I came over and looked at Cole's screen, and he's like, dude, it looks like a firing squad, look. So I'm looking at his screen, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And the doorway behind me, a wizard is coming out of the doorway behind me,
And like 20 troops.
and like 20 troops, like, oh my god, and I like ran back to my room. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I immediately started playing again, and all of a sudden, like, hundreds of enemies kept on, like, spawning. As soon as you
That-
killed one,
that was
another
total-
one would appear. And it
total
wasn't
glitch.
just the hive. There was Fallen, too.
So as soon as we got rid of all the fallen outside, this cave, the cave that we were farming in, just started respawning. We were just standing literally in the cave, and they kept respawning. So everyone kept using their supers. I know I was. We were just just stabbing people continuously.
I kept on getting
That's
my
it.
rocket launcher out, just shooting
And
around.
then we got
around.
done, and I got like I think at least one legendary engram. and
Yeah,
then
you
I
got the legendary. I got a
all
few
these
rare.
green and rare ones.
Hmm.
Yeah,
it
but-
was ridiculous.
The way it was working is
That cave was like.
They sent out a
party. It's
message.
glowing.
and it's like the respawn time was like 5 seconds, and the way is you would stand back far enough that they would keep respawning. So literally, you kill them, and then 5 seconds later they respawn again.
Yeah.
But then they fixed it. But I know I came back with you guys, and I got one legendary engram. It's been my assault rifle I've been using ever since.
And what I like about that too is that you don't even have to get the kill for the engram to drop.
Yeah, sometimes
Sometimes
I'll
just-
shoot somebody and it drops a legendary for Drew, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I
that
got
was,
boned.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will say thank you for the farming though, because I did get my exotic helmet from that.
No, you got it from like a decryption pack, didn't you?
No, it was from that.
You got an exotic drop?
Yeah, it was a legendary.
legendary.
It was a legendary drop, and then I got a bunch of messages at the tower. I went to decrypt them. I got a few rares.
Yeah.
And then the last one was a legendary helmet that has like this fucking badass like feathers going out the back or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like a super cool warlock.
I gotta complain. It took me
I look like a tribal leader.
forever to get legendary
I'll be a
gear.
shaman.
Oh my god, you're not a shaman warlock, alright?
It could be. Don't tell him what to do.
Dreams
No.
come true.
No,
Thanks, Drew.
So I was a little under leveled because once you hit level 20,
Noob.
to level up you need light, and the light comes from armor, and the better armor you have, like the more light it gives you.
Mhm.
So I couldn't find anything. It took me forever.
I was above you for quite a
Drew
while.
was above me for the longest time,
for the longest.
and
Oh.
I got one legendary drop that was a helmet, but other than that, I had to buy my boots and my chest armor and my gloves.
Yeah, and then you played for about 8 hours one day.
No, shut up,
Really close to.
because
For 8 hours straight. Then he was a higher level than me.
Huh? It was not 8 hours. It was only a couple. But no,
Okay, now you're lowballing it.
no, you're just being a dick.
It was,
You're saying I played for half a day.
I will vouch for Drew on this because
it was quite a while.
we've all played games for all day before.
I'm not
That
saying
was
it was.
not all day.
I'm not giving you shit for it. I'm just saying you played for a really long time.
I had to play for so long because I wanted to.
Catch up.
You can join. the way you buy better gear is you go to the vanguards or these clans, and the way you level up in the clans is you have to complete bounties and shit, and you have to get to rank like 2 to buy the good gear.
Now, talking about those clans, there's Dead Orbit,
I did Dead Orbit.
Future War Cult, and the New Monarchy.
Yeah.
And people were wondering for the longest time, and me too, not the fucking song, Drew. And we were all wondering, it's like, how do you get reputation with these guys? Because all my reputation was going towards the Vanguard. They're going towards the Crucible whenever I did Crucible. And for anybody who doesn't know, I mean, you guys should know by now, it's a
Or
fucking
Google
month
it.
later since the game came out, or Google it. Listen to our podcast.
Or just read the thing when you look at the groups, but
But you go to the certain group you want to be a part of. Like the Future War Cult is like blue, I think, and
yeah,
something
Dead Orbit's black. And
black and white, and then New Monarchy
Monarchy's
is red
red.
and white. But anyways, you go up to them and you buy a whatever your class's
They have
decoration thing
They
is.
have a shit,
Titans have like a
Class
little
armor.
class armor.
Yeah.
Yes. Titans have like something they put on their hip.
like a flag.
It's
thing
like a
on their
cape.
hip,
It's
a,
like
Yeah.
it's like a satchel.
No, I got a cape.
Yeah.
The hunters have clocks with like
and
hats
fucking
over it.
warlocks get like armbands like
Nazi
Nazis.
armbands.
Dolan has like a
Nazi armbands.
loincloth thing.
I do,
Yeah.
but
Titans get loincloths, hunters get capes, and
And
warlocks get Nazi
gotta say,
armbands.
those things are not cheap. It was like
2,500 for just
yeah,
one.
2,500 for it because it is a legendary class armor. But once you do that, everything you start doing, the reputation goes straight to them. So I had to level up like twice, and then I bought my gauntlets and boots from them. And there is one person that sells exotic armor in the entire game.
Can you want to say exotic one more time?
Exotic.
Okay, there we
I
go.
said like I don't
Exotter.
even know. Exotter. I soldered it.
Butchered it.
Yeah. Stop racking him with the football.
He's fine.
He didn't get me that.
No, but
You don't have
there's.
anything.
I remember because Cole found him this one time, and he said, "There's a creepy tentacle man over here." And he's called like Zur, Agent of the Nine,
Yeah, he's a pedophile in the
and
back.
he appears on.
He's a.
He can be anywhere on the tower, and he's there from Friday to
He
Saturday.
makes that noise.
Friday to Sunday, and he sells exotic gear.
He makes this noise. And
And
you talk to him.
There's like I think he sells 3 things of armor and 1 gun.
And a
Engrams.
and a exotic engram.
Yeah. And so the one time I found him, and he was selling Titan chest armor.
Okay. What was super cool that I really missed from him selling, that was really weird, Drew. I
Yeah.
watched all of that. Was the rocket, the rocket
Oh, the
launcher he
rocket
sold.
launcher.
Team
And
Rocket?
Not
No.
Team Rocket. Well, that's a later Pokemon podcast coming soon.
Uh,
We the rocket launcher
Gonna
that he
get caught
sells
up.
is an exotic one. I don't remember the name of it, but it has like a giant eagle design on the front.
Yeah, I remember.
And when you shoot it, it splits off into different missile projectiles that track targets. I'm like, I want that fucking so bad. But to buy shit from him, you need strange coins, which are really hard to come by.
you get 3 from doing the weekly strike mission, but I think you can only do that once to get strange coins.
Yeah, obviously.
And then they're like rare. They're rare drops. Like,
They're
I just
very,
found one
very
in a
rare.
chest,
Mhm.
and you can sometimes get them from completing missions or crucible matches.
But
Yeah, but it was weird because the engrams he sells you can buy with motes of light, because the only other thing you can use your motes of light on are class armor from the speaker.
I really want to use that.
And
I
Drew,
was saving up for that coyote.
it looked like the
Cave.
House Stark,
It's gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to go with the Baratheon one.
but the Baratheon one is cool.
It's like Dead Zone Revolution. I think that's what it's
Ooh.
called. It's got like a.
Well, it cycles through.
Does it?
Yeah. So
It says like
so great.
refresh
Now when I
shop.
go back, they'll both be gone.
probably, and there'll be like a lion or something.
I'd still go with it.
Really? Dick Lannister,
Okay.
cocksucker.
I'm gonna have
Anyways.
to wait forever until the fucking.
Okay, so if anybody's worrying about like, oh, like my certain piece of armor is not there anymore, or the ship I was gonna buy is not there anymore, they recycle through. That you will see the time counter on the
You just gotta
at the
play
store.
all the time, every day.
You know what I'm worried about?
Maybe not. You
What?
can just get on every now
I
and then.
am really concerned about when book 6 of Game of Thrones is coming out.
Okay,
It's gonna
we're
come
gonna totally do a Game of Thrones podcast. Not now.
I really want to read it.
What else?
Oh,
I still don't have an
Uh,
exotic gun.
I don't either. But really quick before you go into whatever you're gonna do, we're not really talking. Again, I pointed this out earlier. Is that we're not really talking about the raid much. I just know it's hard as shit.
Yeah, we haven't
And
tried.
it from what I know, from I do know about it is that there's save points. So like let's say you get to like the second portion of it, it'll save, but by that time next week you lose all that day.
And you have to like,
You
it
have
has
to
to be
find-
the same strike
Yeah,
or
it
fire
has to be
team
the
leader.
same fire team leader.
Mm-hmm.
And you need clan people. Join our clan. We need people for the raid.
What's our claim?
Our clan is Loyalty of the 10th.
So cool.
It is. It looks so cool.
Pretty fucking cool.
It's Rome.
Super.
Our like clan tag name says Rome, and then under names it says Loyalty of the 10th.
Oh, Warlock the Thimble.
Oh,
no.
there's only one warlock.
Well, there could be more.
No, but what I was gonna say is
We don't need more hunters. They're pussies.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten this yet with all the bounties I've completed.
Get
But
you there.
apparently there's a super rare chance when you turn in a bounty that you get a choice to pick an exotic bounty, which will give you a exotic gun, but you have to do this like crazy amount of things like 7 tasks or I know my cousin just got it, and he's like, "You have one of the things was complete the weekly heroic strike mission and stuff like that."
Which one did we try and we got our asses kicked and we totally backed out?
I think it was the heroic daily one. No,
One of
we beat
them
that. It was the weekly one.
One of
Because
them,
we
it
were
was
fighting
just-
the super ogre at the.
Yeah, it was just
Fighting.
Oh, couldn't even damage him.
No, we
Because we were so worried about the fucking witches, or wizards,
Wizards.
whatever, fuck them.
What was it, Harry?
Hackers in the
Harry's
game.
dick then if that was Harry.
I know that just happened.
Harry's just like.
That mission where you try and fight the ogre, the other day I tried to do it. There's literally so many wizards and knights, we couldn't leave the room to get into the area where the ogre is.
Yeah, it's fucking tough.
It sounds like they've upped it too, because Dalton's been playing it really recently.
That I just did that like 2 days ago and I couldn't get
It sounds
past
like
it.
that last update. It sounds like they
I needed my
updated
level
the
27
difficulty.
Titan to help me, but I with my hunter.
Sound like they upped the difficulty of the entire game.
No, it was probably on epic.
It might have been.
What the rate's got some ridiculous thing on it. There's some. It's higher than epic. I don't know what it is though.
You know, I mean, I know these game modes. You know, the strikes, the weekly strikes, the Nightfall weekly strike, or whatever the fuck that is.
That one looks terrifying.
That looks horrible.
You have-
It's like a 28.
It's level 28.
God,
Yeah,
that takes so
and,
long.
I mean, I know these game modes are like fucking impossible for us, but I know for hardcore gamers who like look for a fucking hard ass challenge, like Bungie did very well creating that.
It is
challenge.
not. And you
'Cause
can play.
Sometimes those things are not fun, but for people who like a challenge, you're gonna love it.
It's good because there are.
Lose your ball.
It could be easy, because you can select the level. Now you hit him in the face. No, but
Crying little bitch.
what I like, since me and Drew, when we went through, stop hurting him.
Just let him talk.
But when we're going through, it's like oh, it's a level 11 story, and we're level 18s, but you can up the difficulty to level 18.
Yeah, which is nice because you
Yeah.
can always keep it like challenging. It's not like you go back to Earth and you just kick everyone asses, which you can do, but you can also up it up and
Yeah.
have that same fun
You
experience.
can't up the patrols though, which kind of sucks.
Well, you don't really.
You don't really need to. 'Cause
The
whenever you go on patrol, you're just kind of like exploring and shit.
Let's talk about the
Right,
bullshit
right.
with upgrading your legendary gear. When you get to a point where to
You have
upgrade
to-
your
you have to
defense
farm.
further
You have to farm.
or damage, you need ascended shards and
Farm.
energy,
Like Farmville.
which you can only get through public events
So
and like finding it rarely.
which means you need to farm for those materials that you need and hope while you're farming a bunch of public events occur.
Because it's like every time you upgrade, it's like,
Now-
oh, you need 16 Spirit Bloom.
Now they
Yeah.
did release an update. I think it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that they're gonna up the amount of public events in areas. I know that.
I know. I just did one.
They're,
I was
they're
on the
more
moon.
frequent.
I was
than-
on the moon for 2 minutes and I got one.
They happen all the time in the beta.
They did all the time in beta, but that's because they were trying it
Oh,
out.
they dropped the
And
walker
then when
all the time.
when the game actually came out, though, there was not a lot of public events.
There was,
They
like-
rarely happened, and now they happen every, 50.
50 what?
50-50.
50 years?
No.
50-50? What?
What sucks is when you need like that bounty for like to achieve three
I've
gold
done that,
tier
like,
public event ones.
3 times
Oh.
now.
But what sucks
and
is
it's
when
a
you-
bitch.
When you finally get to an area and you see a public event's happening, but you have like 10 seconds to get there, and you're just
that happened to
late
us
it.
once. We missed it by a second.
You're late to the meeting.
Oh, I know the ones.
They like shut the door in your face.
There's one that sucks. It's like, oh, kill this guy? He's impossible to kill.
Yeah.
He's so
For the
difficult.
public event.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are.
It took 3 of us to kill one guy.
Mm.
I
I hate it when like you finally get a public event and you
It's that
can't
guy.
beat it, or there's just not enough people with you to help you, because the public events, like, yeah, some of them are really easy, but the times like when like enemies keep spawning back or whatever, it gets harder and harder.
Like some
and-
some of those Warsat ones.
yeah,
I just-
when like both the Hive and the Fallen show up.
I
or
just
some
did one
shit.
the other day where it's like it drops those drills. I was the only one and no one helped me, and I needed to kill the last enemy, and I was short by 1 second. And I got a silver and I didn't get any energy.
Yeah, I mean, it really, I don't want to say varies, but sometimes it depends on where it drops it, like especially the Warsat. Because sometimes they drop it like next to a cave,
It's usually right.
and they spawn out of that cave instead of just the dropships dropping them off.
Mhm.
So it's just like that constant, like, you're next to a cave, you're being fucked the whole time.
And
They're just pounding you, for like 3 minutes, just really giving it to you.
That sounds terrible.
Wanna?
You want to talk about?
That was my personal experience
God damn it,
with Destiny.
But again, that goes off of like how they do a great job challenging the player all the time. Which at times I'm kind of like, just fucking let me upgrade my shit. But
Yeah, just give it to me.
Well, then everyone would be level 30.
yeah, again, that's. I mean, for people who actually work hard to play, you know, like they get rewarded. Except in Crucible, when the worst fucking player on the team gets a legendary engram, like some horse shit.
Me.
I feel like you're...
No, me and Cole played a bunch of Crucible one night, and it did seem pretty fucking sporadic with its giftingness of the items. Like, me and Cole would be number 1 and 2, and then the guy that got 2 kills was hiding in the corner of the entire game, gets legendary boots or something.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Legendary boots? Let's talk about that. I got so many legendary engrams, and I don't even know why the game does this, but I decrypt it, and it gives me the wrong class boots. I got Warlock and Hunter boots.
Which isn't bad. I think
Well,
they also made an update for that too. I can't remember.
They upgraded... Or
The update
updated.
that I want is that you'll be able to trade with other people.
Yeah.
Well,
that'd be nice.
you can put them in the safe and use them for new characters if you make them, but I know they updated it where the decryptions, it's like if you get a rare one, it's not gonna give you goddamn common or something like that. It actually gives you higher stuff. Like I've had a legendary give me a common.
Yeah, that was
It's
horseshit.
bullshit.
Until they updated it, and now it's kind of more even.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we touch base on everything.
Let's talk about what did we really like.
The game?
Yeah, what did we really like about the game?
I enjoyed the game itself.
Well, goddamn it, Drew.
I'd say like going back on the story because I know we talked a lot of shit on it and it's received a lot of shit.
It was by far the biggest disappointment for me.
It was okay. Yeah, it was disappointing, but
Then
people,
again,
if you look for the story though, they have the lore behind that. Like they've worked on this for years. Like those Grimoire cards that you have, they all that kind of shit. They worked on this very, very much, but the lore's there again. Like I like the idea of the story, but it was hard to follow. Yeah,
I felt
Oh,
like if I had gone straight through the story, I would have gotten more out of it than if I hadn't been distracted.
if
the
you
entire
played it by
time.
yourself too, where you don't have other people talking over it and
Yeah.
you're trying to listen to it and stuff. But yeah, it's almost like you have to play it twice.
He was talking about you and I on that.
I was talking about you two jackasses.
I don't like the way you. I don't like it.
No,
Worded
but-
that or stared at us while saying, "People talking over."
Yeah,
Cutscene.
the two guys
I
right
think it
here.
was Connor
No,
Lukey.
yeah, it was Connor. No, but you almost have to play it twice because I'm going back through again, and you're picking up a lot more of the story the second time around when you actually kind of understand what they're doing.
Yeah, but I mean, again though, I mean, just their story though. I mean, that's probably like the only real bad thing I can think of. Crucible wise, you can't form private matches, which is kind of annoying. But at the same time, it's like you can just go play with your friends in the campaign.
It was fun.
Yeah, Crucible's fun.
It was.
It's a lot
to the
like Call of
point.
Duty.
It's not.
It is not even remotely like Call of Duty.
No, it's
There's
not.
no fusion rifles in Crucible.
Oh my god.
Destroy. In shotguns.
Slide tackle.
Oh my
Love
god.
those.
Cole discovered the slide tackle where you
It's so
you
nice.
slide, you run, and you slide up to them, and then they miss, and then you shoot them because you're touching them basically.
Yeah, you just put your gun in their face and.
I just
Terrible.
yeah I
Like
probably
that.
I just got a quick side
All in
tangent
their
for the
face.
story again. I think I was expecting a little too much of it because I was almost hoping it'd be as good as like a Mass Effect storyline, and then that kind of
don't expect
that
that.
kind of killed it for me a
You
little bit.
expected a Mass Effect storyline?
I told you, you guys were there. I said that on the podcast. I'm like hoping it's like as good as Mass Effect story.
It's definitely not. Mass Effect
It's-
is single player, centralized around a story. This is a full-on multiplayer.
The fact that even with the story lacking, that everything else made up for it. Drew just
Got
ejaculated a football in Nicole.
Got
was
it.
weird. No, but the fact
Full
that
on.
the fact that with the story lacking, but everything else made up for it, and it was still a great game. I gotta say, it is one of my favorite games. It is
Yeah.
definitely the best next gen game to come out so far.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm rather
Strikes.
fond of Mordor.
For another time.
You got
Yeah.
just a review.
He was just saying it's one of his favorites to come out so far.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
But I mean, I think we're all in agreement that it's a great game.
Yeah.
The only thing that they're lacking is story, which they've heard the reviews, they heard from us.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
They heard from us,
No, but,
and they know what to do to make it better.
Strikes were very fun. Yeah, just having like a night of just keep doing strikes, because once you get into it, it's like a continuous playlist and it just keeps going.
Even though it's the same goddamn missions.
Well, now that we've done all of them so many times.
Mm.
But
The only bad part about the strikes was we got into missions we hadn't actually done yet in the story.
we did some strikes with Cole. We were on the moon and we did a
like,
strike
on
mission
Mars.
on Mars.
Yeah.
It did take me and Drew quite a while to get through the story.
Yeah, no kidding.
It took us about 3 weeks.
It did. That was probably the longest it's ever taken me to beat a game.
I would have beat we were playing it on our own. We would have probably beaten it.
Oh yeah,
within
I would
a
have
couple
beaten it
days.
within the weekend.
But I mean, I would have liked to see more out of the actual Cabal. You fought them a lot,
They
but
didn't
they weren't
flesh
any part,
them out.
They,
They
weren't,
didn't flesh any of the enemies out.
They weren't any part of the story.
Yeah, not really. The only reason why you went to Mars is to go to the Black Garden.
The only
Yeah,
reason
they
the
were
Cabal
just
were
in your
there is
way.
because what were
Yeah.
they even doing? The Cabal.
The
They were-
Hive was, like, bad. Like, they
The Hive was-
sucked the light out of things.
The Hive was
The
bad.
Hive was on the move and preparing to invade Earth.
The Fallen were actually on Earth.
The Fallen were already
The
there.
Vex were just evil, and they had something to do with the actual.
Something
Black Garden.
created them, probably the darkness, but, like, and they serve the darkness solely. Because when you, spoiler, obviously, if you haven't heard all the spoilers, but at the end, Black Garden, there's, like, ancient Vex robots there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're like
They're just
rusted
been
out,
sitting there.
and like arms are falling.
Once
off.
you finally get there, they start waking up. They're like, "Hey, we need to protect this black."
Hey, what's
heart."
going on over here?
Yeah,
The Cabal were just an empire that's just in the universe.
They're
that's
just
kind of dicks.
Killing off the
Like,
humans.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I love fighting the Cabal. They're such a cool enemy to
They're-
fight.
The critical shot on them, shoot their head, it explodes.
Yeah, all the oil comes out and like they're just like, ugh,
And
they
were
can't breathe.
slow.
hmm
That was good.
I hated
like
the
that.
shield guys though.
I hated the tank,
Oh my god.
the
That
Cabal
From that-
tank.
from that
Because
strike mission.
there's the Walker tank, which
That's
is a giant spider. It's all right, you can deal with it. But the Cabal tank is fast, and if you get close to it, it shoots like
That
a billion rockets at you.
strike mission was a bitch.
Yeah, because we kept on thinking, we beat it, we beat the tank, and all of a sudden it's like, now you can go fight the big boss.
But I think we were like barely high enough level or just under because it took so long.
Mm.
You first off you gotta kill these lieutenants that are hard to kill. Then you gotta kill the tank, and then you gotta go kill the goddamn 10-foot tall Cabal guy
a
with a minigun
minigun.
and rockets coming out of his back, and that took us like 30 minutes to kill him.
We kept on
Kill him.
dying inconveniently right when he's about to die. But again, Bungie did a great job with this game. I can't wait to see them expand off of it, learn from their mistake
I
with the
can't
story.
wait for the DLC.
Then they left it open perfectly for.
Of course.
Oh, for a sequel. Bill Nye did a great job in it.
I'm thinking
So
they'll be
Peter
making.
Dinklage.
I'm thinking
People-
they'll be making at least 2 more Destiny games.
Yeah,
I
or
hope-
just expanding off this one. But yeah,
Well, yeah, expanding
think-
off, but I'm thinking at least in the franchise.
I just want to say this real quick for jackasses out there. People who bitch about Peter Dinklage's voice acting, he's a fucking robot.
That was phenomenal.
Do not-
I loved him.
I know for Game of Thrones fans or
Little
just
light.
Peter Dinklage fans, like, don't go into this expecting it's Tyrion Lannister. That would have been great, but he's a fucking robot.
Yeah,
He's
he
not.
didn't sound-
What if
He's
Tyrion
not-
Lannister was there instead of the ghost? Tyrion Lannister revives you.
What, you have to, like, carry around the midget?
Yeah, you gotta
entire
carry the
time?
imp on your back.
on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's like, turn left.
Like
And it's
a
like,
parrot.
well, fucking. Can you kneel down farther? I can't. I'm not undercover.
I do like the part where he calls the ghost Little Light, and he's like, "No,
Yeah, don't call me little.
stop
Light.
it!"
Who calls him Little Light?
It was
The
the
girl.
EXO chick that we don't even know her name.
But
She
yeah.
gives you a cool pulse rifle.
Yeah, the only bad thing
Stranger's
about the pulse
rifle.
rifle. was she
We were
gave
like level 28,
yeah, she gave it to you at the end of the game, and we were so high
26
level.
and 27.
Well, see, that's why when I beat it, I was like really grateful for this
We were
gun.
like 10 levels above what the gun was.
It was like a level 18 gun. It's cool though. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
It is cool. It's a stranger's
I put it in my
rifle.
safe.
I dismantled it for parts
Jesus.
You suck.
immediately. Like as soon as I was able to.
As
Oh,
soon as it's
what
in
a
your
memorable
inventory.
gun!
Like she hands it to you and you just snap it in half.
It's like, oh, thanks. This is gonna be so useful. Break it over my knee.
And she's just like. But again, I think we all are in agreement. It's a great game. Story is a little lacking, but I know they'll improve on it. It's Bungie. My overall review, I would say,
What are you gonna give
would
it a
you
number
get
value?
it? Maybe.
I
get
don't
it?
know. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's not like I have the limited edition.
No.
I wish I could have gotten the collectors and gotten that little Dinklebot.
I wish it was a real Dinklebot. So then I could be like on campus.
Next
like,
time we
little
see you,
Dinklebot.
you're gonna have goddamn Dinklebot behind you,
Chick, 12 o'clock.
and then the fallen
That'll be
come
lit.
and attack you.
No, but great game.
Yeah.
I recommend for people who haven't bought it yet, buy it. I mean, you can get it for the old gen, obviously, but,
But who wants to do that?
come on.
You
All right,
don't
so-
have next gen.
My
All
cousin
right.
got the bundle with it for the next gen.
Let's call it.
We're calling it.
Yep.
What are we
Alright.
calling?
So
We're calling.
I'd say get the game, buy it, bitch.
Buy it. I already bought it.
That was.
I'm Cole.
I'm Drew.
I'm done.
Way to go. Did you get it?
Yeah.